Right now in Texas, nearly 3 million families are trapped in their homes in freezing temperatures without power. For many of them, it's been that way for 4 days now. And the situation may get even more dire with another round of dangerous weather expected. More than 24 deaths have been attributed to the weather so far. At least 2 of those deaths were because of carbon monoxide poisoning involving people sitting in their running cars, just presumably trying to warm up. Across the state, we are seeing multiple reports of just how desperate folks are getting in Texas. Stories like this one from the Texas Tribune. A grandmother sleeps in her car to stay warm. Parents who ran out of firewood burned belongings to keep their children warm. A Richardson resident watched the battery level of her partner's oxygen machine drain away and desperately sought help to have it recharged. NBC's Morgan Chesky is one of the millions of people experiencing this firsthand. He is live for us in Dallas, where temperatures are not expected to get above freezing again today. Morgan, first, are we getting any sense of when these families may finally get their power back on? What are officials saying?
Officials are saying the same thing they've been saying over about the past 24 hours, Craig, at least related to the power grid, and that is they're working very hard to restore full power, but at this point there is no definitive timetable as to when it will be fully restored, and they say that rolling outages will continue. However, I feel like it's very important to note these rolling outages for so many Texans across the entire state have not been several hours on, several hours off, but several minutes on, and then days off. Spoke to a gentleman yesterday who had to move his wife through the snow to a neighbor's home after the thermostat inside their house read 38 degrees. Their neighbor, one of the only people they knew with a fireplace that they could huddle in front of to try and stay warm. It is heartbreaking to hear from so many people across this state doing whatever they can to try to survive at this point in time. It's also sad to say that this is the warmest day we've had in several days, Craig, and it's about 19 degrees right now. We may not break freezing until Friday. That will really be the first chance for widespread solutions to be put into place to bring some of these power suppliers back online. We know that natural gas lines froze that provide power to a lot of areas. We know that in West Texas, there was an issue with those wind turbines, ice buildup on the blades, and the batteries that store energy were drained even faster as a result of this cold snap that's really turned into an absolute crisis. Craig?
Meanwhile, Morgan, yesterday we learned a little bit more about your personal situation. You mentioned your grandmother was at a nursing home facility that lost power. Does she have her power back on?
I appreciate you asking. Grandmother is doing okay today. Several hours later in the afternoon, her power was restored. My mother's power was also restored for the first time in about 36 hours. They are in Houston right now, which is facing so many issues. People there are having pipes burst. We saw one photo, Craig, of someone that had left their faucet running, and it actually froze inside their house. That is what they're dealing with in Houston. Temperatures slightly warmer there than we are here in Austin, here in Dallas, rather. But no matter where you look across the entire state, you'll find similar stories to that. And that's what makes it so tough, especially when we don't know when the power is going to be fully restored. My own place last night dipping to about 45 degrees. And so, you can build a fire in a fireplace, but it's not going to do much.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.